Hey, this is Will. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how exactly do you find a good niche for your digital product. So first of all, I'm going to tell you a technique that I always use. I'm going to show you how you can do some reverse engineering to find a good niche, how you can use marketplaces to find a good niche, how you go beyond just digital products to discover some really good niches, how you should look into the numbers, how you go more in depth to really narrow down the best niche, and lastly, the overall sort of formula of what exactly is a good niche for a digital product. So there's going to be a lot of really useful information throughout the video, so make sure to watch the whole video. Now let's jump straight into it. So one of the biggest mistakes I see all the time is that people just obsess about finding the right niche and the right digital product, but they don't actually think how are they going to market that product, how are they going to drive traffic, and that's why most of the people actually fail. So you can have your perfect niche and perfect digital product and all of that, but honestly, if you're not going to be able to drive cheap traffic, it's not going to work. So you might not have the highest conversion rates, but if you manage still to drive a lot of traffic for very cheap, you're still going to have a sustainable business. That's why I usually advise to think about marketing first, decide how exactly are you going to be able to drive traffic, and then from there we are going to reverse engineer to find our niche. So just to give you an idea of a few different traffic methods, and there's a ton of different ones, but first of all, you can use ads, you can use Pinterest marketing, which works really well for digital products, you can use influencer marketing, you can create content, so perhaps it's YouTube content just like this, or it's blogs based on search engine optimization that is going to drive you passive traffic for months and months, or if not years and years to come. You can use affiliate marketing, which as well works really well with digital products, and actually with digital products you can even use some marketplaces. What I would really suggest you to do is just decide which of these or some other traffic methods is the one that you either actually know how to do or can learn how to do, and then when you choose that, then start figuring out your niche based what works with that specific traffic method. So now when it comes to the actual reverse engineering, first of all, what you want to do, as I said, you choose the method, how you're going to drive traffic, and then basically you want to see what exactly is trending within your traffic method. So you find some niches that are trending within the traffic method, and then the next step, you want to basically check out what is the competition. Just go on Google, type in your niche and see what's out there. Then another good thing is to check your ad costs. Even if you're not going to run ads right away, later in the future you might, and that also can tell you of what exactly is the competition like. And lastly, when you're looking through all of this information and you have to look through few different potential niches, always have at the back of your mind how exactly you can create a unique digital product that is going to be for the same niche as perhaps your competitors, but is going to be unique enough for you to stand out. Another simple way to look for a good niche for digital products, or at least to start out with, is marketplaces. So one of them, maybe the most popular one, is Etsy. So first of all, just see what exactly is trending on Etsy right now. So for example, let's say that we type in website template as our product on Etsy. And then what you can do is you can sort of just go through all of these different products and try to find some of these, as you can see, best sellers, and just see what are the best sellers, what are the most trending products, so on and so forth, what has the most reviews. And if I just go through this quickly, and I'm not going to investigate too much, but I can tell you right away that for website templates, probably the most popular niches would be e-commerce, to do something with beauty, and also probably something like personal blogs. So those would be kind of the couple of niches that might be worth considering. So you also want to find stores that have opened up just recently and are doing really well. And an example how to do this, if we go here, we open a store. As you can see, this store has a ton of sales. And if we scroll down, actually a lot of them, if you scroll down at the bottom, you're going to see that it has been on Etsy since, this example, 2019. However, not all of the stores are going to show you when exactly they opened. So another thing that you can do, and actually this is going to show you a little bit more precisely when they started. If we scroll down at the reviews section, you can see here you have sort by, and we choose the newest. And now what we want to do is we want to scroll at the bottom and select the last page. And then we will see when this store got the first reviews. So as you can see, it was around May. Actually, it was May and then August. So I would say that probably they had a couple of products, they tested some things out, and they probably really just started in August. And you can kind of have a look through a couple of different pages to see when most of the sales came in. So as you can see, they didn't have that many sales actually in 2019. So really, I would say that they mostly probably started going strong in 2020. And this is really valuable because if you just look at the bottom here, you look at the store started in 2019. So you say, okay, it was around maybe for a couple of years. But now when we look at the reviews, it's like, okay, they had a few sales probably in 2019, but mostly it has been 2020. So instead of 2 years, it actually was pretty much just 1 year that they managed to get all of these sales. And also, if you want to check what things have been selling the most recently, again, it's not available in all of the stores, but when you go on a store, as you can see here, it tells you how many sales a store got. And if you hover over, you will notice that some of these are clickable and some are not. But if it's clickable, you can press on this and then it's going to show you what has been sold recently. And going through this, again, you can kind of see what niches seem to do the best, because some of the stores, they're going to have a couple of different products within different niches. So you can figure out which niches are performing the best, and those might be good ones to pursue. Another little hack sort of is to actually look outside of digital products. So try to look at some physical products. You can look at physical product marketplaces or even services. Again, there are a lot of different websites, but you can use the main ones such as Amazon or Fiverr, and basically just see what exactly is trending there, what are the popular physical products, what are the popular services, and just always think whether there are some digital products that you can create for that specific niche as well. So if you're looking at the different service websites, for example, here we're looking at Fiverr. If you will scroll down, as you can see right away, you have some of the popular services. So as you can see, you have logo design. So if you see this is a popular service, that means you most likely can also create a popular digital product. So perhaps you can create templates for different logos. WordPress, again, you can create WordPress templates as a digital product, and it shows that it is a very popular niche. Social media, obviously very popular as well. Then you have also, by the way, you had some video, so maybe some video editing templates, so on and so forth. So you can go through some of these different services and figure out which ones are popular. And by the way, when you figure out sort of the main popular niches, then again, go deeper in. So for example, if we're looking here now at web development, we want to go through some of these listings and see what exactly is performing well. So you can look at the amount of reviews, the amount of orders, you can see how many orders someone has in a queue, so on and so forth, and actually you see prices here as well. So it kind of also shows you how much value there is in a specific niche and how well you could price your digital products. And just from looking here, for example, I can see here that we have services for Wix. We have Wix here again, so maybe creating some templates for Wix websites could be a good digital product. Also, landing pages seemed a gig that was quite often sold as well, and as you can see, this is even pro verified $200. So again, that could be a good digital product to create landing page templates. And most of these marketplaces, by the way, they have the best sellers, they have the best reviews and all of those kind of things. So you have a lot of data that you can base your decisions on, and you don't need to just be guessing around. So once you have kind of looked around, you want to take the next step and you want to go a little bit deeper. So first of all, make a list of all of the potential niches that you think might be pretty good, and then find sub niches of the most popular niches. So for example, if we do type in something like keto diet on Etsy, you will see that actually there's a lot of different digital products, and even though we actually narrowed it down quite a bit within the health niche where we started, as you can see, there are even bestsellers. So we got bestseller here. We have another bestseller here, Keto Diet Tracker and Cheat Sheet for Beginners. So there's definitely a lot of potential, and another one, as you can see here as well. So this just basically proves to you that definitely try to narrow it down as much as you can, and there still might be enough volume for you to have some of these bestsellers. And one of the most important things always when you're thinking about a niche, always think what are the biggest problems within that niche. So whenever you come across a niche, always think, okay, what are the biggest problems out there? And your digital product is going to be the solution for those problems. That is the key when you are creating your products. And also what worked pretty well as well is to find new and arising problems. So rather than having a problem that has been a problem for many years and there are some solutions already, if you can find very recent problems and there isn't much competition yet, that can work really well as well. So the next thing you want to do is you want to actually check the numbers, because you don't want to be just guessing things, even though sometimes it works. You actually want to have some numbers behind that. So first of all, you want to check the search volume just to see if there is enough interest out there for your specific niche. So there's a lot of different tools that you can use for that. Some of them would be Keyword Surfer that shows you all of the different search numbers. Also, you can use something like Ubersuggest and other similar tools. So to do SEO research, there are a lot of different tools out there that you can use. But for example, here I'm using a Keyword Surfer. And as you can see, if I type in something like keto planner on Google, it shows you the search volume in the United States. So it's 6,600, which is a lot and a lot of searches just for this one digital product that you could create. And also it shows you how much you should pay per click for Google advertising campaigns. So this is a good indicator just to see how much interest there really is for a specific niche, specific product. And then on the side here as well, as you can see, we have all of the different related terms, and we have the volume as well. So once again, sort of when you're looking at a niche, you can look at all of these related things, because sometimes a niche might only have very few topics and very few different products that you can create. But if you have a bunch of different ideas here, then that's definitely a very, very good indicator. Another tool you can use for SEO is called Ubersuggest. And here, for example, if we type in keto planner, as you can see, what it's going to show you is all of these related keywords, and it shows you the search volume. And as you can see, the search volume is different. That's one of the things that you have to understand. Never completely trust these tools. None of them actually show you a completely accurate data. So as you saw here, we had 6,600, whereas here now we have 5,400. So it's quite a bit different, but still it gives you an indication of what is popular and not. And again, we have all of the different costs, cost per click for advertising. And the cool thing here as well is that we actually have search engine competition as well. So if you are going to go the route of trying to create some sort of content to rank for SEO and sell your products through sort of a content funnel, then you can see how competitive this specific niche is in the search engines. And again, you see all of the different related keywords here to get some cool ideas, and you see the search volume and the competition and so on and so forth. So it just gives you a lot of ideas. Definitely type in some of the niches that you are considering into these different tools, and you're definitely going to get a little bit better understanding of what might work well and what might not. Also, search what exactly is the competition. So again, you can just go on Google and type in your niche and just go through the different pages and see what the competition looks like. Also, you want to see some of the ad costs, so to just decide how competitive it is going to be if you're going to use ads. Also want to see what is the interest of the specific niche. So just go on Google Trends and see whether the niche is going up or it is going down. And also one very important thing that not a lot of people actually take into consideration, think what is the average income in that specific niche that you are looking at, because if the niche might be very popular, but if the people who are interested in that niche, if they can't really afford your digital products, then it's not going to work. So try to find a niche where people actually have pretty decent income and they are willing to pay for the digital products. Another thing that might seem very broad, but I honestly do this a lot, and I do think that this helps me out quite a bit, especially discovering new and trendy ideas. So that is basically to stalk influencers. And it doesn't really matter what kind of influencers you are looking at. You can look at Instagram, you can look at YouTube, you can look at TikTok, Pinterest, whatever exactly it is, but basically just see what the influencers are talking about and what kind of posts exactly are trending, because those are the things usually that take off and become really big. And if you manage to create products, digital products, for those specific trends before they actually have taken off, then you can make a really good business out of that. It doesn't have to be just social media influencers. You can also look at popular blog posts, you can look at trending websites, you can look at news media, so on and so forth. Wherever you can really find some specific numbers of what exactly is popular and what exactly is trending, look into those things and try to think if you can create a digital product around that. So the overall formula, if you want to find a good niche for your digital product, that specific niche has to have easy way to drive traffic. So find the method that you're going to use. There has to be a very painful problem that you're going to obviously solve with your digital product. It should have high search volume, or at least decent search volume. The competition should be pretty low. Don't always panic about that, because honestly, you can go to a very competitive niche and you can still do really well. And usually you want some competition because that is sort of a proof of concept. You also want to find a niche that is uptrending. So again, if you go to Google Trends and you see it's going up, that is a great indicator. And the last thing, this is not necessary, but it's a good bonus. If you have a niche that has high spenders, that is going to make your life much easier. So if you can find a niche that has all of these different things all together, then that most likely is a good niche. So hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel to do with digital products. If you find this video useful, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, put on those notifications once you subscribe so you see next time I post a useful video like this. Stay awesome, and I'll see you soon.